Assalamu alaikum everybody. So we're going to the gym and I'm going to take it as an opportunity to review this little here mic that you see on me. It's called the Fifine or the Fifine or the Fifine, it's a mystery, M9, and it's a pair of lavalier mics, like the clip-on type. So we're gonna review it as we go to the gym, and it will provide us with a background noise inside of a big building because it's pretty cold outside, so I'm not gonna stand out in the cold and do this. So we're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna figure this out. Meanwhile, while I'm here, this exhaust in the bathroom is on, so I'm gonna shut up and you'll see the background noise rejection of this type of mic. By the way, it's pointed downwards, so that might affect the results to some extent, but still. And now I'm gonna turn it off and you can compare with your headphones. So we're gonna come here, don't mind the messy bathroom, and then we're gonna turn this baby off. And it's off. So you tell me in the comments, because this is an unedited, unprocessed video. I'm just gonna adjust the gains in post, and I've already done that in the camera to avoid clipping, but that's pretty much it. Anyways, that being said, let's go to the gym and let's get on with the video. All right, we're at the gym. So my my mic is pretty close to my headphone speaker, so it'll be an interesting thing to see how it handles that. Anyways, I'll talk to you inside. So I haven't been to the gym in about 8 days, so I can feel it. Like I can feel my body waking up, but not ready, because I'm in my mid-30s now. And as a brown man with heart problems, yeah. Let me know what you think of the audio, though. I want to know. Up until this point, I pushed the mic a little bit back from here to here because it's better for my vision. But yeah, tell me how you feel. I'm sorry, I have to crouch. My tripod isn't big enough, but anyways. Okay. So I just had a really good shiatsu massage on this thing. It was really good. It was like for 10 minutes, but it was really good. So we're gonna head out now and see you in a bit. Okay, it's really cold. I think it's to be honest, for Canada, it's not that cold. It's about -4 right now, and no snow. So that's good. I mean, there is like snow on the banks, but no snow today. Even though temperature would say that it might, but it's clear. You can see the stars. I don't know how well the camera picks them up, but you can see the moon probably. Yeah, there you go. So no snow today, but yeah, it's for mid-December. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good, but it's only gonna get colder, you know. All right, I'm gonna head out. See you in a bit. All right, so this will serve as a real life test inside of a coffee shop. Instead of playing an audio in the background, I'm actually inside of a coffee shop with my friend Jim Shade.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So, tell me about these headphones. You've seen me with the mic. You've seen me with the DJI mic. You've seen me with the Lark M2s. Of course, we're not gonna know about the audio quality until I edit this video. But from the looks of it, from the whole thing, this does not have any magnets on it, as you might have seen.
Yes.
So that's something to consider. And what about the case? So give me your first impressions if you look at this product, and what do you think the price point of this product would be if you'd had to guess?
Okay, that's a tough question, but by the look of it, I like the case is lightweight, but I'm not sure how durable is that. Like it might drop and it can be break.
Yeah.
But I like the case. It's like very futuristic and lightweight. That's what I like about it.
Okay.
Is it work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And for the price, I can just guess right now because I don't know like what's the voice quality is and everything, but I will say maybe around $200.
Okay. Well, it's less than that.
It's less than that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's much less than that. It's
Okay.
actually sub $100.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually less than $75, which is
Oh.
pretty good
wow.
for something like this. Now, of course, this all depends on how the audio quality comes
Yeah,
out.
yeah, true.
But from first impressions,
$70.
you'd say,
yeah.
okay,
No.
it's-
It's look
it
like a
seems
premium
like a
product.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it seems like a premium product, but
Yeah.
again, I'm not sure. Like once we have the video edit, and then we can able to check
Yeah.
the sound quality. Otherwise, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems nice and lightweight. That's the thing is you can able to put in a pocket, and it's not small where you can able to miss it. Remember the last time when we were not
Yeah.
able to find some?
Yeah. So the Lark M2s, if you know, they're pretty small. So and the magnet is not that strong. So if you're wearing thicker clothing,
Yeah.
it might fall. And once it does, it's so small and it's magnetic, so it might stick with something
Stick
and
with
you
something.
won't be able to find it.
Yeah.
So the good thing with these is they
Yeah.
don't have magnets, but that means they will also be easier to find if you lose
Yeah.
them or lose the case. So you've heard from the guy himself. He thinks from the looks of it, it seems more than $70 product, but it actually is $70. So once we hear the audio, we will know for sure. But this has been a real life test inside of a coffee shop with some ambient noise. We have about maybe 15-20 people in the background chit chatting. So yeah, this gives you an idea, and I'll see you in the next test. All right, so I gotta tell you something about that coffee shop footage. I accidentally turned on noise rejection on the mics, and Fifine, when they sent me these mics, they clearly stated in their email that they are aware of the very poor quality of the noise cancellation. They are working to fix it. I do not know when it will be fixed, but that is what I know. So I thought I'd mention it and I'd leave that clip in. But anyways, now we are inside, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare two mics. One of them is of course the Fifine M9, and the other one is the Holy Land Lark M2 that I already own. So for perspective, I'm gonna tell you the current prices for both of these. The Lark M2 by Holy Land right now goes for 191 Canadian dollars on Amazon as of December 2024, while the Fifine M9 right now in December 2024 goes for $98.99, as in $99 on Amazon. So technically the Lark M2 is almost double the amount of the Holy Land. So when we're gonna do this sound comparison, you should keep that in mind, how much money you're going to spend. Okay, in order to be fair and consistent, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to write me a little story that I can narrate on camera as part of my test. So here we go. ChatGPT, can you give me a simple story about 150 words that I can narrate to my audience as part of a mic test?
Sure, here's a simple but vivid story for your mic test. The last
Okay, we're gonna narrate it. We're gonna test the Fifine M9 first. The last train home. The station was empty, except for the low hum of flickering lights overhead. I checked the clock, 11:57 p.m., 3 minutes until the last train. Cold air nipped my fingers as I shoved them into my jacket pockets. Far down the tracks, a soft rumble grew louder. Headlights cut through the fog like glowing eyes, getting closer. I stepped forward, my breath hanging in the air, but something felt off. There was no conductor, no faces on the windows, just empty seats passing by, one after another, car after car. The train slowed to a stop in front of me, doors hissing open. I didn't move. Last call. A voice crackled over the speaker, but it wasn't a voice I recognized. It sounded like mine. Wow, that was a chilling turn of events by ChatGPT there. But okay, so this was on the Fifine M9. And now we're listening to the Holy Land Lark M2. The last train home. The station was empty, except for the low hum of flickering lights overhead. I checked the clock, 11:57 p.m., 3 minutes until the last train. Cold air nipped my fingers as I shoved them into my jacket pockets. Far down the tracks, a soft rumble grew louder. Headlights cut through the fog like glowing eyes, getting closer. I stepped forward, my breath hanging in the air, but something felt off. There was no conductor, no faces in the windows, just empty seats passing by, one after another, car after car. The train slowed to a stop in front of me, doors hissing open. I didn't move. Last call. A voice crackled over the speaker, but it wasn't a voice I recognized. It sounded like mine. All right. So you tell me now. I haven't heard the audio yet. We'll both find out. So yeah, that was the test. Let me know in the comments which one do you prefer. Let's talk about the form factor and what is included in the packaging. So this is the Fifine M9. And if you are any familiar with the lavalier mic market, you might recognize that they are quite similar in shape and size to the DJI Mic 2. Maybe that's where they got their inspiration from. They look quite similar form factor wise, but that's pretty much it. The DJI is not part of this video because I usually use this with a DJI camera. I do not own a DJI camera as right now, so we do not have a receiver for it, so this one's gonna have to stay out of this comparison, but we're gonna come back to this. So this is the form factor for the Lark M2. As you can see, it's very different. This is like a rectangular, this is a circle, couldn't be any more different. And this one has a tiny magnet at the back, no clips or anything, but the magnet is not very strong. But this video is not about the Lark M2s, but for $191 you would expect these magnets to be stronger. I understand they were going with small, but you just cannot compromise on something that might cause you losing your product in the first place. But anyway, so this is the M2, and if you're wondering why this one has a logo on it, this one and this one does not, well, they come with stickers so you can hide them and make them more inconspicuous. So I like that about this. These are the cases that come with both products, so I would say, yeah, The Fifine is a little bit bigger because the mics are bigger by themselves. Nothing special. They both can charge your case. I don't know the specs. This is not a very techie, specky kind of a review. This is a natural, everyday life, you know, what you see is what you get kind of a deal. So they both can charge, I believe, 3 times at least their respective mics. So they're okay weight-wise. I'd say this is a little lighter, but a little bit bigger. And this is a little heavier, but a little bit smaller. All right, so yeah, that was my comparison between the Lark M2 and the Fifine M9. Keep in mind, the Lark M2 is double the price. That being said, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna listen to this audio and the audios from yesterday, and then I'll share my conclusion with you. Stay tuned. Okay, there's a plane passing by. All right, for this next segment, we are outside in the snow, as you can see, and the idea behind it is to give you a little range test and of course a change of scenery. So I'm about, let's say, I'd say a good 6 feet from the camera at the moment. I'm gonna start heading that way and we'll see when the microphone starts cutting off. It's pretty cold, it's not that windy, that's why I chose this time and day to come here. By the way, it's Boxing Day today, so yesterday was Christmas, so for those of you who celebrated, Merry Christmas. But we're gonna start doing this. So 6 feet, talking to the camera, I'm sure the audio is fine. Noise cancellation is off. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did at the coffee shop and accidentally turn it on. That being said, let's start moving back. So, okay, this is about 12 feet away from the camera, okay? We're gonna keep heading back. All right, this is about, I wanna say 18 to 20 feet from the camera. Okay, let's move it a little further. Pretty far away. I would say this is about 35-ish, 40 feet. So at 40 feet, I hope you can still hear me. I can barely see the recording light on the camera from this point, but we're gonna keep I'm gonna keep heading back, and then I will only find out how much the range is after I have reviewed the footage. So at this point, I have no idea if you can hear me or I'm just yapping. Again, I might have to get a little closer. Okay, there we are. So about 115 feet line of sight from the receiver to the transmitter. The mic is working. This was the range test on the Fifine M9. I'm sure you can hear me clearly now. Just gonna come closer to you. Whew. Oh, okay. So I hope that test serves the purpose, and let me know in the comments if the sound quality was okay. And I'm guessing 115 feet is where the limit for this mic, which is pretty good. You're not gonna use it at that range. It's a lav mic, you're gonna be much closer to the camera. So this concludes my review of the Fifine M9 lavalier mics. We did a test at the gym, which was like a big space with a lot of ambient noise. And then we had a coffee shop clip where I accidentally turned on the noise cancellation feature. So, you know, in a way, it kind of gave you an idea of how that sounds. And then finally, we are out in the snow. Nobody else around. Actually, there's a few people behind me. But yeah, so now you can hear how it sounds outside, inside, with background noise. So we're gonna conclude this review here, and let me know how you think. I personally feel like at a price point of about 100 Canadian dollars, it is 50% the price of the Hollyland Lark M2s, which no doubt have better sound quality, better noise cancellation, but they don't have a clip they actually have magnets which are pretty weak. I've lost those tiny mics so many times. Thank God I always find them, but being so tiny and magnetic, it's easy to lose them. This, it's big. You won't lose it that easy. The sound quality for the price is good, but if you compare it to the likes of DJI or let's say the Holy Land, it's not gonna be the same, but you have to keep in mind that this does not cost as much. So it won't break the bank, but it will still give you decent audio quality with a decent range. So if you are somebody who is starting out for on YouTube or any video creation that you do, I think the Fifine M8 is a decent option at a price point of 100 Canadian dollars or 70 to 75 US dollars depending on the time of the year and if there are any sales going on. And that being said, to end the video, I'm gonna give you good news. So the good news is I am giving away 2 Fifine M9 mics. So Fifine was kind enough to provide me with 3 total mics, like 3 complete sets. I'm actually gonna give all 3 away because I already have a couple of other lavalier mics that I use, so might as well give these away to somebody who can actually use them for their own video creation. So in order to enter this giveaway for the Fifine M9, all you have to do is A, like this video, B, comment saying I want the M9. The comments should read I want the M9, and those comments will be considered for the giveaway. So A, like the video, B, comment I want the M9, and C, you have to subscribe to this channel. So if you do all these 3 things, I will come back in a bit to this video and I'll make a video where I pick randomly like 3 winners, and then we will send those mics to those 3 people. Thank you Fifine for providing me with these mics, and thank you guys for watching this video review. I'm gonna go back because it's getting colder. It's not windy, but it's still, you know, December and we're in Canada. So I'm gonna pick up my camera. I'm gonna pan around to show you like how much snow there is everywhere. Like there's like a lot of snow, and now there's nobody in this park or field. So we are going to head back. I'm gonna end this review. Like, comment, subscribe to enter, and I'll see you on another video. Take care guys. Bye-bye. Oh my God, it's cold. It is cold. It is cold, cold, cold. We are in December in Canada, and this is how it is. Cold, gloomy, and nobody outside, just an idiot testing a few mics. All right, bye-bye.